Howdy folks, and welcome back to War Thunder with the mighty Jingles. Yes, that's right, War Thunder, it does exist. And for those of you who haven't yet realised, I am actually using a sample from the World of Tanks Tears of the Desert soundtrack for this War Thunder video, because I have absolutely no shame whatsoever. Oh yeah, I did it. I went there. Not that there's anything wrong with the War Thunder music, but by default I tend to have the game music turned off, and well, this piece of music seemed appropriate given that we are today featuring Area of Defect in the Chieftain Mark III, fighting in the deserts of North Africa. A chieftain operating in the desert. Man, that doesn't even bear thinking about. Oh, hold on a second. Target spotted, 120mm gun fire. Looks like damaged his transmission. Pesky T-54s. Anyway, yes, what's so bad about a chieftain operating in the desert? Well, I don't want to turn this into a history video because I have actually extensively covered the history of the chieftain in previous videos, most notably in Armoured Warfare. But if there was one thing that stood out about the chieftain, in all of its variants, above the armour, above the gun, above everything else, it was just how incredibly bad the engine was. Operating on the central European plains of Western Germany, where the worst thing they had to worry about was the rain, they still couldn't guarantee better than 35% of these tanks would be operational at any given time, thanks to how hopelessly unreliable the engines were. Trying to operate the Chieftain with the Leyland L60 engine in the deserts of North Africa doesn't even bear thinking about. Luckily, the one thing that these games don't simulate is mechanical reliability, and that's really good news for Area of Defect here and other Chieftain players, because if not, they wouldn't get to start something like 65% of the battles that they tried to enter. So, what's going on here in the deserts of North Africa? Well, the enemy team have somebody down there in that cap circle. They're busy flipping it. Can't actually see anything just yet. And they're about to take control. In fact, they've got Bravo, and they've just managed to flip Alpha. Oh, target spotted. And Area of Defect seen him as well, although now he's moved forward, so he's actually got line of fire on him. He can't see anymore because those palm trees are in the way. Oh well, you win some, you lose some. Oh, consolation prize. There's the guy he was capping. Gotcha. Burnt down his ammo rack. Is there anybody else down there? There was a T-54, T-62, I think it was a T-54, that he spotted on the ridge line, who was moving down into this cap circle as well. And what the Chieftain would basically have been used for, in the event of World War III, oh hello, yep, another hit, and another damaged engine. What the Chieftain would basically have been used for in the event of a Third World War in Western Europe wouldn't have been entirely dissimilar to what we're seeing Area of Defect doing here. Another target spotted. There's a fire. Good stuff. Finish him off. Can't really see him. Oh yes we can. There we go. And even if you hadn't had the elevated commander's viewpoint there in order to assist in targeting, you could quite clearly see where he was from the column of smoke. But yes, anyway, World War III, Central Europe. This is more or less exactly demonstrating how the Chieftain would have been used in the event of the Cold War going hot. Sitting hull down on a ridgeline and just using this monster 120mm gun to knock out T-54 after T-62 after T-54 and taking the hits on the turret just like this, and basically shrugging them off. And bear in mind, this is just the Mark III Chieftain. It didn't have the additional composite cobham armour plastered over the front of the turret. At the same time though, while it's all well and good bouncing hits on your turret fronts, they only have to get lucky once to do some serious damage, and there's not a lot of point in just sitting there taking the hits if you can't see anything to shoot back at. So, Area of Defect is going to relocate. Ideally, what he wants to do is get into that cap circle and flip it, but it's obviously covered by enemy guns, and he's taken some fire from aircraft there. as the friendly AAA opens up to defend him. But if he's going to get into that cap circle, it's going to have to be by a slightly less direct route. His team holds Charlie. It looks like somebody's trying to flip Bravo. That just leaves Alpha here. AA guns opening up. Still, obviously, enemy aircraft overhead. And, oh, enemy tank. Scores a hit. Injures several of the crew. Does a fair amount of damage. Still being harassed by enemy aircraft. Crippled T-62 there, trying to pull back, but he's got to knock the crew out to kill number 3. By the sounds of it, still quite a furious air battle going on over there, but, well, friendly AAA appears to be doing its job if that smoking wreck of an enemy aircraft just in front of him was any indication. Now, he's going to push into that cap circle and attempt to flip it for his team. Keeping an eye open, obviously, for any moving targets spotted on the ridge lines. But I think he's going to get away with it. I'm not seeing anything. More importantly, we're not hearing anything shooting at him. And he's made it into the cap circle. It's a very conveniently placed rock there. I think we're going to use it. Right. Of course, this telegraphs his position to the enemy team. They can see that the caps are being flipped just as well as everybody else can. And that's bound to attract some form of artillery fire. But he has to take this cap circle. They're behind on tickets and, well, the enemy team control the other two.
The enemy is preparing for artillery barrage. Repeat.
Nearly halfway there. Oh. Would that be an artillery preparation by any chance? I think it might be. Okay, start backing up, stay inside the cap circle, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Smoke grenades out, we have capped. It's time to get out of here before that artillery barrage hits. And I have to admit, the combination of the smoke grenades, as well as using all available cover there, the rocks, the buildings, so on, was a pretty textbook example of withdrawal under fire. He's managed to disengage after flipping the cap circle without even being spotted by the enemy. Good job. Let's not start celebrating just yet, however. I mean, taking control of that cap circle was obviously very, very valuable for his team, but, well, the enemy team controlled the other two, and you're in a Chieftain. It's not the most mobile tank in the world. War Thunder recently introduced some much more modern tanks, the M1 Abrams, the Challenger, the T-64A and B, the Leopard 2K, for example, and if you've seen the mobility of those things, you'll appreciate, exactly what I'm talking about here. Even the Challenger 1, which is basically just a Chieftain, but with even better armour, and an engine that works most of the time, has significantly improved mobility over the venerable old Chieftain. But he has actually managed to, even reversing, get out of there without taking any fire whatsoever. So, well done, area of defect. And the rest of the team are flipping the other two cap circles. Good stuff. So what's he going to do now? I mean, he's still in a good position to counterattack if the enemy team attempt to flip Alpha on him. But that's pretty much all he can really do from here. Oh, hold on a second. There was an enemy AAA vehicle spotted on the map over in that direction. Somebody in his team has just killed a ZSU. That may have been it. But not necessarily, so he's going to go and check it out. From up here, no, nothing spotted. The enemy ZSU is almost certain. Oh, hold on a second. What's going on in Alpha? Oh, hello, hello, hello! I do believe there may be an enemy tank over there. Alpha's being flipped once again. Right, well, this ridgeline seems to work quite well for defending Alpha. So he's going to pop back up here and see what he can see. What you don't get in War Thunder that you do get in World of Tanks is an indication of how many enemy tanks are in any given capture circle. So there's at least one enemy tank down there, but there may be more. Let's see what we can see. Team are holding on to Bravo and Charlie. It's just Alpha that's been flipped at the moment. There's definitely something going on over there. No clear indication. Oh wait, there we go. I see you. Where is it? Where is it? More importantly, what is it? Oh, there he is. Wait, there's the two of them? There are two of them. Okay. So hit on the T-54. Injured some of the crew. Looks like there's a T-44-100 down there as well. We're going to finish this fella off. Gotcha. And is that T-44-100 even aware? His gun's pointing in this direction, but I don't think he's actually seen area of defect. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. This is not going to end well for him. Area of defect checks his flank just to make sure there wasn't a third enemy tank over there. Where did he go? He didn't head through the archway. Oh, hold on a second. We can see his tracks in the sand up ahead. Get ready for a dose of surprise butt sex, boys. Yep, no idea whatsoever. Oh, it's a hit. And he's damaged his gun breech, and it looks like he's also jammed his turret. And yeah, you're done. Well, that wasn't hard, was it? Right. So, those two guys just flipped A. Somebody else on the enemy team has managed to flip Bravo. Area of defects team do still hold on to Charlie, but, well, he's right next to A. It would be rather rude of him not to flip it back, since he's here anyway. And his team are running dangerously low on tickets, so they're going to need every single capture point they can get their hands on. Same deal as before. Checking the likely angle of approach of any remaining enemy tanks, while he dodges the buildings and basically does exactly the same as he did earlier. And once again, very, very nice of Gaijin to put this rock here. Oh, hello, little Frenchie. I didn't see you there. Nice to have a bit of company in the cap circle. Although by the sound of those aircraft engines and the French tank's machine gun, they're going to get a little bit more unwelcome company in the cap circle very, very soon. Hug that rock, little Frenchie. Hug that rock. You're about to come under air attack. Okay, yep, there it is. Cap circle secure. Let's get the hell out of here. Once again, area of defects team are in control of all three of the capture points, and now it's the enemy team who are shedding tickets. What do the enemy team actually have up? It's mostly aircraft. That's actually not great news, because two of those three aircraft are equipped with bombs, the Su-6 and the P-47. And while the Yak-3 doesn't have bombs, it does have cannon. And that engine deck at the rear of the turret there is basically unarmoured. Good news, however, the little Frenchie has managed to shoot down the Su-6. Hooray! Right, so with all three of the capture points under control... Oh, hello, hello, hello! Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye! There goes the ZSU-57. Not bad. A kill's a kill, we'll take it. So what's area of defect up to now? He's not heading towards the enemy spawn point, but his gun is pointing in that direction. Instead, he's heading up to the flank of the enemy spawn point, and that's when he notices that somebody is flipping Bravo. He's not the only one who's noticed it, of course. There's a... Is that a Mark III Centurion? It's got a 20-pounder gun. He appears to be coming to more or less exactly the same conclusion. There's no way area of defect is going to make it over there in time to do anything useful. Although if anybody on the team spots anything up there, he is going to be in a position to actually put some fire down on them. This is a fantastically good 120mm gun after all. More aircraft going in. Yep. There's still a bit of an air battle raging over there, and Bravo has just been flipped. Okay, so they hold Alpha and Charlie, but they've lost control of Bravo. Plenty of other tanks left on the team in a position to do something about that, however. Area of defect from all the way over here, not so much. So what's going on over in Bravo? Let's have a look. Somebody's popped a smoke screen over there. See tanks going in, aircraft dropping bombs on the smoke screen. Yeah, there's one hell of a fight breaking out over there. Area of Defect's just sitting here waiting to ambush any enemy tanks who try to advance from their spawn point in the direction of Alpha, and the team are successfully managing to flip Bravo. And oh hello, somebody just took a shot at something over that ridgeline. There may be an enemy tank to shoot at. Hang on a second. There is an enemy tank to shoot at. Should have eyes on him any second now. There he is, and there he goes, crew knocked out. Yet another kill. Area of Defect is not going to have it all his own way forever, of course. Taking that shot revealed his position to the enemy team momentarily, and there are some very angry enemy aircraft equipped with bombs loitering above, just waiting for the opportunity to drop them on something. There's another one. I think they know you're here. I hear aircraft engines. Sounds like a P-47. He's a lot faster than you are. Whoa, that was close. Close, but not quite. I think he's coming around for another pass. If he's going to do it, he's going to have to do it fast because the enemy team was completely out of tickets. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Oh crap, there he is. There's his bomb. Yeah, pretty close, but not close enough. And that's pretty much it. He's coming around for another go, but he's not going to have time because the enemy team have just ran out of tickets. And that's game over. 8 kills for Area of Defect in War Thunder Realistic Battle in the Mark III Chieftain. That's it for today, folks. Hope you enjoyed it, and as always, take care, and I'll catch you next time.